What's going on, gents? It is Tuesday. I'm doing a recap on Tuesday. How fucking crazy is that? It's been a while. Tough. Last week, Alex said he was going to help. He texted me. Alec was here. For those of you that don't know, Alec came and visited me. We went skiing. He said he was going to help. He texted me like Monday or Tuesday. He was like, hey, can we do the recap? And I was like, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And then I asked him, and he was like, no, I don't want to do it, actually. So we didn't do it. Is what it is. But we had a great week of fantasy football. Very exciting week. A lot of blowouts, a couple close games, but it's exciting for playoff implications. I'll get into that in a little bit. But we're going to start. Game of the week ended up being... Excuse me. Alec versus Eddie. Alec ekes out a win by 2-point-something points. Real close game. Bo Nix getting him over the hump. 10 points on Monday Night Football. Got the job done. That's all that matters. Real good game. Really makes things interesting going forward for playoff implications. And I'll get into that. But Eddie falls to 7-6. That's important later. Alec clinches a spot, though. Might have already clinched one. Again, I don't know who I've updated on and who I have not. Next game, again, very interesting for playoff implications. Connor takes down Chumba, 155-148. Pretty good game. Again, less than 10-point differential. Connor moves to 8-5. Chumba moves to 6-7. Connor clinched playoff spot. Chumba, not yet, but he's not out. Chumba would need a lot to happen. I'll get into it. Andy getting the W over Joe. This game doesn't really matter. Joe's out of it. Andy's out of it. Is what it is. I could have probably put this one lower, but it was a closer game. 120-111. 9-point game. Again, a lot of close games that have playoff implications. A lot of blowouts that did not. Another one, playoff implications. Jake taking down John. John moves to 9-4. Jake moves to 8-5. Has big implications in terms of seeding. Okay, Jake wins 143 to John's 128. Okay, John's still in first place, as is Jake, but seeding implications come in here, right? So we'll get to it. Then has playoff implications, but not as important ones. I beat Brochard 157-106. First place in my division. Brochard has been eliminated. He's out. I moved to 7-6 in the CTE division for first place. Okay, going through these quick because I want to get into all the playoff stuff. Cameron beats Tyler 182-135. Cameron moves to 6-7 in the CTE division. Tyler 5-8. Pretty sure he's out of it. Not a really close game, but it is what it is. So, playoff implications. I need a haircut so bad. It's scheduled for tomorrow. Cannot fucking wait. We have 4 teams that have already clinched a spot, okay? Jake has clinched a division. John, Alec, and Connor have all clinched a spot. Actually, no. Jake has not clinched his division. Jake has not... Nobody's clinched a division. Never mind. Jake has clinched a spot. John has clinched a spot. Alec has clinched a spot. Connor has clinched a spot. That is 4 teams. Those of you playing at home know we have 6 in the playoffs. 2 spots open. Well, what are you talking about earlier? Big playoff implications with all these matchups. Doesn't seem like that close. Jake's at 8-5. The teams that are clinched already, 8-5, 9-4, 9-4, 8-5. Okay? Very tight. Teams that have not clinched that still have a shot. Eddie, 7-6. Me, 7-6. Cameron, 6-7. Chumba, 6-7. Okay? Depending on how things go, we could have 3 teams that end up being 7-7. It is impossible Hold on. I just lied. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can have 4 teams that can be 7-7. Eddie and Cameron are playing. If Cameron wins, Eddie and Cameron will both be 7-7. Who do I play this week? I am playing Andy. If Andy beats me, I will be 7-7. If Chumba loses to John, Chumba will be 7-7. Those of you again playing at home, no, our team goes based off of points scored for the tiebreaker. It used to be by record head-to-head. We changed it because not everybody plays the same number of games against everybody. So, with the way things stand right now, if we had 4 teams that end up being 7-7 and nothing else changes, Cameron would make it, I would make it, and Eddie would make it. No. That's too many teams. I would make it, and Cameron would make it. Cameron is the top scorer at 1,863. I am in third with 1,833. And Eddie is at fifth with 1,697. Chumba is down in ninth, it looks like, with 1,549. So Chumba would need a lot of help to make it. He's not out, but the odds of Chumba making it, next to nothing. He's at 1% right now. Okay? If Cameron and I both tie, Cameron holds the tiebreaker to me unless I outscore him this week by 30 or more. Eddie has a 51% chance. Okay? The internet, the projections are giving Eddie a slight edge to beat Cameron. If Eddie beats Cameron, Eddie makes it, and I will make it. If I lose and Cameron wins, Cameron and I will make it. Unless Eddie manages to outscore me by over 100 and something points. So Eddie needs to win. Cameron needs to win. And Chumba needs a lot of help. Frankly, I can make the playoffs even if I lose. It's almost a guarantee that I make the playoffs. I have a 99% chance according to this. The odds of me, I don't think there's a way. Yeah, because if Eddie wins and Cameron loses, I make the playoffs. I'm pretty much guaranteed to make the playoffs, it looks like. The slight chance that Chumba somehow outscores everybody is the only way that I miss the playoffs, I think. Sorry, I have a little app that I can do different things on, and one of them is the playoff machine. So right now, if I lose and Eddie wins and Chumba wins, I still make the playoffs. If I lose and Cameron wins, I still make the playoffs. But if Eddie wins, he makes the playoff instead of Cameron. And then if Chumba wins, he's still out even if Cameron loses. So Chumba just needs a lot of help. Chumba can win and I can lose. He will need to outscore me. What does it say? I am currently outscoring Chumba by 239 points. Oh, fuck. Was I not doing this right? Oh, God. The tiebreaker is points for... Oh, yeah. That's what I wanted. It just changed my... So, yeah. If Eddie wins, Eddie's in. If Cameron wins, Cameron is in. That's pretty much it. Even if I lose, I'm in assuming there's not a huge swing in points. Alright, that's what it is. Cool. So, that's that. The seeding now changes a lot. Let's see what I can see in the playoff bracket. Right now, if things stay the way they are, John will hold the number 1 seed. Jake will hold the number 2 seed. I would hold the number 3 seed. Alec would be 4. Connor 5. Eddie 6. If things stay the way they are. If Cameron wins this week, Cameron would sneak in as the 6th seed. All right. And then if we're looking at things, right? If John loses, Alec can sneak up and Alec wins. Alec can take the number 1 seed over John. Okay. Connor can sneak up a little higher from the 4 seed or from the 5 seed up to the 4 seed potentially. There's a lot of moving parts in the seeding, but those 4 teams have already been solidified. Jake, John, Connor, Alec. It's the 3 and the 6 seed that are not figured out yet. The only reason that I or Cameron or on a long shot Chumba would make it as a 3 seed is because we won our division. I think that the divisions, the 3 divisions, has been interesting. Has been kind of funny this year. Don't know the practicality of it. It'll definitely be something we discuss in the off-season meetings. But that's why the number 3 seed is not, say, Alec at 9-4, but instead a division winner. I think I got all those scenarios out. With that being said, the game of the week is the game that freaking matters. It's Cameron versus Eddie. All the marbles riding on it. Cameron, by the looks of it, he's missing 2 people for his starting lineup. He must not have said it yet. I'm not surprised. But, excuse me, currently projected 121 Cameron and Eddie to have 134. So depending on those 2 players that Cameron has to sub out, this could be, especially projection-wise, a very, very good game. Can go very interesting. These are 2 good teams that have been good throughout the year, just haven't, Cameron had that slow start, but he's been scoring like a maniac. Eddie has also had those big scoring games, but hasn't been able to string wins together. Just based on who he's been playing. So lots of shit going on this week. Lots can happen. I'm excited. Very eager. I will be following along on Sunday, kind of trying to watch everybody's. I'll see what I can pull up on my computer all at once to make sure, to keep things intact, because I will be doing my best to stir the pot on Sunday as all these matchups are going. So that's a recap. Game of the week, Cameron versus Eddie. It's going to be an interesting one, fellas. It seems that we are often in this league coming down to the last week to determine playoffs, which I fucking love. I love the drama. It's obviously a lot more fun when you're in it. But it's been great for the league. Been keeping it up. My bad on all of the freaking missing of the recaps, but I'm here. Not a lot of jokes in this one, but very informative. So I'll do my best to try and find the spot. Actually, I don't know how I'll do that, but whatever. That's a recap. So good luck to the 4 teams that are still looking for the 2 playoff spots. We'll see what happens, fellas.